Hi, Sarah. Today I'm going to be taking you through the nutrition plan that I have created for you according to your height and weight and your goals that you have planned. So, first of all, okay, so Sarah, right here we have the breakdown of how many calories you should be consuming a day. We do it based off of this chart right here. Since you are a female and you are 34 years old, you'll be on this row right here. So we take your body weight, which we have right here, 128. We're going to divide it by 2.2 to get your body weight in kilograms. So we'll do 8.7 times 128 divided by 2.2, and then we're going to add 829. So that equals 1,335. So then we're going to take into account that you are active. And so we're going to multiply this number by 1.6 to get the lowest range of your calories. And then we're going to get, or times it by 2.4 to get your upper range in calories. So every day you should be consuming about 2,000 to 3,200 calories. Okay, so I didn't mention this earlier, but I am going to send you this PowerPoint so you can just look over it and basically understand and have something to reference back to. So this basically just explains what I said in the previous slide. It just includes your gender, your age, your body weight, and what type of exercise you perform. So on this slide, we have your daily macronutrient recommendation. So right here, you can see your macronutrients are carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. So we used your specific body weight and calculated exactly how many carbohydrates, fats, and proteins you should be consuming every day. So for carbohydrates, it should be 465 to 698 grams per kilogram. Fat should be roughly 100 grams per calorie or grams per kilogram. I say roughly because the closer you get to like your competition, the less amount of fat you're going to want to consume. And then protein should be about 69.6 grams to 116 grams per kilogram. So for your daily percent of total calories, you have, so this basically means like, so you have like 100% of your calories that you're going to consume every day, and this is the percent of which each one should be. So you should be consuming 50 to 65% of your calories should be carbohydrates, 20 to 35 should be fat, and 10 to 35 should be proteins. So just like when you're getting ready to go exercise, think about eating like an hour to 4 hours in advance, and you should be eating 58 grams to 232 grams of carbohydrates. I don't recommend eating any fats before you go and work out. It can cause digestive issues, and it won't be good while you're working out. And then consume a little bit of protein before you go and work out, just 2 to 4 hours in advance. I don't have a specific recommendation for that. But during exercise, it is important that you are only eating carbohydrates, about 20 to or 30 to 60 grams per hour. So when your body is exercising, it struggles to find carbohydrates, and that's why you can fatigue so quickly. So maybe if you wear a watch while you're running, just set a timer for every hour and think about drinking like an energy drink just to keep up with those carbohydrates. And then after you're done exercising about every 4 hours, you need to be eating 58 to 70 grams of protein or of carbohydrates. Don't eat a lot of fat afterwards. You can eat a little bit, just, you feel better, and just eat something yummy. And then for protein, you eat 15 to 25 grams immediately after you're done. On this slide, I go into more detail about why your body starts to fatigue during exercise. So I have this graph right here, and as you can see, it has your muscle glycogen and the time spent exercising. And then muscle glycogen is going to be in blue, and perceived fatigue is going to be in red. So carbs are basically your master fuel. It's basically where your body gets most of its fuel from. It's a very important energy source, and it plays a big part in metabolizing fat. So we have a very limited storage of carbohydrates in the body. It's stored in your liver and in your skeletal muscle. So as you can see here, muscle begins to use blood glucose at the beginning of your workout. And as you can see, it's declines. And basically you're depleted by the third hour. So for this, you can see your muscle glycogen is going up, and so is your perceived fatigue. So over here, carbohydrates are the most important to consume during exercise, as I said previously. So in the past slide, I mentioned to consume carbohydrates about every hour while you're working out. And you can do sport drinks and energy bars. Just look at the carbohydrates on them and make sure you're getting enough of those. So prior to your competition, about 6 days, you need to increase your carb intake to 60 to 70% of your total calories per day. This is going to help with your glycogen storage. And so the more you have in your body before the day of is going to help a lot when your body's trying to find those carbohydrates and use them. So all other intakes should be decreased, so your fat and your protein can be decreased. And then 2 days before the event, you need to be consuming 10 to 12 grams of carbohydrates per your body weight. So next, I found a scientific article for you to just read and explore just the science behind everything I said today. So basically the article just explains how during training, you should have high fat and low carbs. So this is just, when you're just training for yourself, you're not close to your big competition. So before competition, you switch it to high carb, low fat, like I said, to just the glycolytic energy. And yeah, so if you have any other questions, feel free to email or call, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Good luck in your competition.